welcome back. I'm gonna go and hit this bag because I said so. Push myself. Alright, it's gotta come off. Let's do this. Alright, I gotta fix the bag. Damn it. Need a new punching bag. My elbows fucking hurt. I don't know why. I've taken 2 days off. Went and did legs yesterday. So that's like a day off to me. Legs and abs. Finally got my garage area gym worked out so I can jump in there and do my workouts without taking like 2 or 3 hours to set up every time. Oh, fucking dead. It's been a long day. Been detailing my car, trying to get the stickum off my dash. For some reason it's sat in the sun or something, but yeah, after 2 days of trying WD-40, it's not working, so got a big bottle of Goo Gone, and we'll be trying that in the morning. Come on, jellyfishes. Or, no, it's a bad. Just, fuck it. I want to say they're like Jello, but. One day Bill Cosby called me up and was like, "You cannot say filth, floor and filth in front of the people." And I said, "I didn't say no filth, floor and filth. I'm offended that you called now. Fuck you." He's like, "Exactly. You cannot say fuck in front of the people." So I call up Richard Pryor, and then Richard Pryor's like, "Do people laugh at the jokes that you say?" And I said, "Yes." And he says, so it works, what you do. And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Well, tell Bill to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up." And I fucked that all up, just just so you know. Every Eddie Murphy joke, I don't tell it perfectly so that I don't ruin it completely. Because it's so much better out of his mouth. That man had like the perfect amount of like charisma and like just all around I mean, the man fucking wore full leather suits. He's like the only guy to ever do that shit. And the only guy that wasn't a faggot to do it. But then again, to each their own. But he did crack a lot of like weird jokes because of that suit, which I can't even repeat. I get canceled immediately. And I say some fucked up shit. I almost have no limits, but I can't say 80s type stuff completely. The 80s was a great decade where literally comics were allowed to pick apart everyone, and they were the only people that weren't going to get assassinated for doing so. Now you can say whatever the hell you want about anyone, and now just regular, ordinary, empathetic type people are going to kill you. Disgusting people come out of the woodwork, out of the basement, out from the darkness. The darkness. Just to go and kill people. You sick fucks. I can't believe that even your leaders are still free to walk the earth. It's so sickening. Because you all deserve to be put in like asylums. Not deserve. I'm sorry. It's required. Like, my real estate agent is a fucking scumbag. I didn't realize how much of a piece of shit she was. I mean, she literally moved on from her, husband who was dying for like 40 years. He was just a bum. So, yeah, and she was like, I go to the gym for like 3 hours every day. I'm like, yeah, you probably go to the gym and meet up with the younger guy that you're fucking. And she was always so fake, like, oh my God. So I was like, oh my God. And then when I brought like a stupid young girl around, they all were like, oh, you're an old soul to her. And I'm like, she's a stupid little girl. She's a dumb girl. I mean, I was only 18 at the time, but still, this girl was fucking stupid. Like, she knew a couple Beatles songs. And for some reason that made her cultured. And then like, one day after work, I was listening to the Mamas and the Papas. Because like, I listened to the Big D, the DRC FM. And that's all we listen to is like the classics, the oldies, like when music was at its best, because not everything was done, and that genre could literally take from other genres, which they did. I mean, how many of the Beatles tunes are just remakes and are like 10 times better than the original? I think there's only like one song that they ever did where the original was actually kind of a little bit better. But just slightly. And that's only because, like, you only hear just like the Beatles, like, swing on it. Like, you just hear, like, the same version, but, like, the Beatles singing it instead. So you're going to listen to the original because they're the ones who did it first. Because it was perfect to begin with. That's why they touched it. And that's also one of their biggest downfalls, was trying to remake songs that were done already perfectly. It's mostly why they argued all the time in the band split up, because John Lennon wanted to be completely 100% original, and then they're like, yeah, okay, let's do that, and let's do it. I can't do their accent because it's so fucking Cockney. No, it's where are they from? Nottingham or something, or I'm totally fucking this up. I know they did the Abbey Road picture. I feel like they're from like Essex or Yorkshire or something. Anyways, I can't believe I don't know where the Beatles are fucking from. Probably Birmingham. But anyways, yeah. So that would be like, so yeah, they wanted to go and make like original work, and then John Lennon's like, yeah, let's make masterpieces that only we have done, and then they're like, yeah, and then Yoko Ono comes in and then does the most like weird shit ever, and it's like, yeah, no shit, it's never been done. That is fucking not music. That's just noise. And she's like, okay. Like just at the end of like one of their like hit songs, and then she just like bad like a lamb without the lambness. She just made the noise without the She just went and it was like, fucking what the fuck is this? And seeing the look on Paul's face was like, oh shit. You could see even back then that this was probably it. That this was like, if anyone did PR like they do today, where they expect the most weird scenarios, she would have been wiped off the board immediately. Somebody would have cleaned her fucking clock and she would have been gone. Which then we would have had, more greatness. But, for all we know, which what everyone actually believes, because the fact that she wouldn't show affection to him at all, and he would have to make funny faces, even in fucking music videos, to get her to kiss him. Which is fucking odd. Like, Imagine is like one of the fucking worst music videos ever because of her. Like, the song, the lyrics don't make sense because of her, but the ballad, the melody, and just everything to do with that song, other than a few choice lyrics, which I'm sure she influenced because they made no fucking sense. That's why it's so silly that some fucking, I think, what is it, Ecuador or some fucking Mexican fucking president or whatever the fuck his name, he's some fucking big goofy doofy fat fuck. He's like, imagine all the people, like, this is a beautiful song, you listen to it, and he made like everyone listen to it, like at a rally or some type of thing, and it was like the dumbest shit I've ever heard, because no one in the fucking audience understands English, and the actual lyrics are ludicrous. Like, the idea of it is beautiful, the melody of it is beautiful, it's a beautiful song to listen to all day. Like, I'll never get tired of that song. I still have it in my playlists for my car show and for at home. And yeah, it's just, the lyrics don't really make sense if you're trying to apply it to actual civilization at all, because, Yoko Ono is a third world person. So obviously she doesn't understand first world economics at all. Can you believe that a third world fucking creature like that took one of the greatest talents in the fucking world, brainwashed him, and made him literally strive for affection to the point where he threw away anything that ever good that has happened to him, to the point where I'm almost positive she had him killed for all of his money and his fortune because she tried to make it famous. Like, that's the whole fucked up thing. That's why it's obvious. She broke up the band and she tried to do a duo act with him, and when that didn't work, she had him killed because she said, fine, fuck it, if I can't make, it rich and famous, then I'll be the famous last words of John Lennon, the only person that spent, weeks at a time with him before his death, because she made him do all this weird shit, like spend a week in bed for some type of fucking something. It was like a very stupid thing. But they invited camera crews in and everything, and it was like very, very, very dumb and just dirty. Like, dirty. Like, I understand that she's like a third world person, but she's like, is she like a Filipino? If she was a Filipino, that would make perfect sense. Because Filipinos are fucking dirty. They're just dirty people. Like, they'll look clean, and then they'll be really dirty. I know. I almost married one. She had the prettiest smile in the fucking world, but she also didn't believe in deodorant. So every morning, the next morning, it'd be like, wow, you fucking stink. And she'd be like, no, I don't. And because she was so cute, it was like, okay, whatever. I would drop the topic, be like, put on deodorant, Jesus Christ. And she'd be like, I don't smell. And then she'd go take another shower, which, if anything, is just better because it's like, okay. Because, like, imagine being Muslim, like, go take a shower and you still smell. Like, 20 minutes after you put on, like, the strongest, most cleanest soaps ever, you smell like a sweaty, I don't know, lamb. I want to say curry, but curry is kind of like a British thing. But curry fucking stinks, and on top of their body odor, I guess it really, really stinks. I don't know, I don't eat curry, so. Because of, it could be a delicious fucking food, for all I know, but I'll never know because it's too wrapped up in, like, it's what blows me the fuck away about literal New York. I mean, you get literal terrorist attacks. The only place in America besides Pearl Harbor that's had terrorist attacks. The only place that's had terrorist attacks in our lifetime. And, well, not everyone's, but, 90-something%. And, what, we forget about it in less than 20 years? It's fucking sickening. I can't fucking believe it was like 25 years, whatever. But still, I still see the images clear as day of couples jumping out of the building holding hands. I saw more than like 30 of them. Like, I kept thinking it was like, some sick fucking thing where someone took over the news channel. And this is before fake news. Long before. Long before they knew that they could do such horrific things to the world and get away with it. I mean, hell, they just fucking elected a Muslim socialist communist. The fuck? The place that got bombed by his people are now, well, not bombed, but suicide bombed by his people are now running it. And the stupid fuck from day one has not made a good decision at all, to the point where people are actually moving out of the slums into worse slums just to not be in that shithole because they're worried about being executed over bread. Or just being, like, not brown. It's fucked up. Like, there's so many, like, good people out there, whatever their skin color is, but fucking, if I was, like, a black person, I'd go around and fucking assault every brother that looks like a fucking ghetto's thug. Fucking, I would knock every fucker on their ass just by pushing them. Because their pants aren't up all the way, so they ain't fucking gonna, pivot. They're just gonna fall backwards because, their legs are tied together. Like whoever fucking thought of that shit. People run from the cops all the time, and it's so funny because like my cousin was the same way, and he's whiter than white. But yeah, no, he's so white, he's fucking yellow. Like, I think that's just because of the bad hygiene in the body odor. But which makes me think of that because every time you smell like a literal like workhouse, like where children, like there's like 100 children in there like sweating like crazy. Well, probably young adults at this point because when they're too young, the sweat doesn't smell. But yeah, say they're all probably 15, 16 years old, so they're all probably sweating out those hormones, and yeah, so that's how it smells like whenever, like I know for a fact that like whenever I smell that scent, I look around for like a pretty much a Filipino or just like some type of Asian. I don't want to rag on anything, but Laotians, um, yeah, Filipinos mostly, but yeah, Chinese still do it too. It's just like they're not known for being fat faced and stinky. That's why when you meet a Filipino girl that's not like fat faced or dirty looking and their skin isn't completely fucking weird, then you're like, you're not Filipino. And they're like, yes, I am. And then like by their looks, they won't seem Filipino at all, but by their actions, they'll fucking be weird. They'll like show up one minute and be like, oh my god, I'm in love with you, and the next minute like they go MIA and block you, and then out of nowhere they show up and they're like, hey, I love you. And that's pretty much like my ex, but like down the road. At the beginning, no matter what, like she'd hate me or get mad at me, but then she'd be like, be near me while I'm mad at you. Or like, like that bitch was so crazy. Like, that's why I knew she started fucking cheating on me the moment that she started talking shit to me and talking down to me. And stopped acting like she needed me 24/7, because it felt like, okay, yeah, this bitch turned into an Americanized whore because she was institutionalized like from the Philippines. And I was like her first actual American like everything, even though she was like on dating apps and hooking up with random dudes before me. And I almost wanted nothing to do with her because they were all like, hey, my buddies, like, because she slept with a cop, and then that cop dude's like, hey, my buddies can come over and have sex with you because, like, I'm worn out. And she was always like, oh, I want more, I want more, I want more. So it's like she acted like a whore whenever sex was involved, or she wanted nothing to do with it. So that's why I knew she became a whore, because she started fucking other dudes. It's just like clockwork. It's a proven fact. I hope that she sees this one day so that she knows how disgusting of a person she was, and I knew it. And yeah, everyone goes and says like, it doesn't matter, like, because that was then, this is now. It's like, okay, well, the history repeats itself. So if you are a whore at one time, you're gonna be a whore anytime. It's just how life works when you're like a shit person. You're never not gonna be a shit person. I literally, when I'm not going in trying to better myself, I'm dealing with shit people. So if you ever like not hear from me for a couple days, it's because I am working my ass off to make up for all the shit people in this fucking world and surrounding me. And I found out my real estate agent is such a fucking scumbag because she wanted me to take this low ball offer for my house.
And I was excited because I got a high offer, and then I talked to her afterwards, which was like days later because she doesn't do her fucking job and she won't talk to you on the phone like a fucking child. That's why I knew she was fucked in the head. Also because like my piece of shit cousin is living on fucking Main Street and you hear gunshots in fucking Manchester like every hour or so. And it's like, what the fuck? How come no like how come like how why are they allowed to be in society? Never mind in a place that was as beautiful as Manchester. Manchester was fucking gorgeous. Manchester was like a nicer version of Vernon because it didn't have Rockville next to it. Now you have to go back to Vernon and then the opposite side of it so that you're not next to Rockville. And then it's actually nice. But there's a fine line. Rockville people are everywhere. It's just like fucking Massachusetts people. They're fucking all over Connecticut and it's fucking disgusting. So it's like, yeah, I found out, yeah, my house, I should sell it for twice as much as she was advising. Come to find out, she just is a fucking loser, and she knows me. She's hated me from afar as a fucking fan, some kind of fucking weirdo fucking fan, and yeah, so when she talked to me, it was all about just, trying to ruin my life any way she possibly could. It was like a friend of me that's only friends to hurt you. And it's like, wow. And then I still can't believe that I apologized about losing her husband. And she literally acted like it was like almost like, whatever, whatever, without actually being cool or anything. She's just like, whatever. It's like, wow, he was your husband. But then that, with you, what you see in the news today of what women really do behind closed doors, yeah. Women are fucking stupid. That's why I treat them like shit. That's why when you get one to eat a dick, never be sweet to a bitch. Sorry, that was part of 86 Measures of Game, which go check out by Necro in the prefix for death. And that is one of the best albums fucking ever made. Fucking him and Ill Bill have like 2 tracks on that album that are fucking magnifique. Oh. Like that whole album, like it's just, his solo shit's fucking dope. Like it's fucking, like, oh, that was the end of Necro. That was like the last of Necro's like a cult classic level intelligence, because then he tried to lose a bunch of weight again to get back to looking like a porn star again, but he did it with drugs instead. So that's why you don't really hear from Necro anymore. You hear from Ill Bill, but his voice is destroyed. It's coming back to normal somewhat, like his Paul Blart album, or wait, no, not Paul Blart. Paul Bailoff album. The Last Mask of Fantastica. Like Fly Draculas. But yeah, in that album, he did a bunch of music videos that were cartooned by horror anime artists, and they're fucking sick. They're fucking awesome. Disastrous Appetite, The Last Mask of Fantastica. Alright, let's go in. Let's finish off these arms and shoulders. Sorry for the rant, just when I get myself worked up this much, I can't help but, you get the endorphins going, and then the high from the THC seeping through all your skin cells.
especially when you keep the heat in with the hood on. It's weird. It's like feels so much hotter when you have a hat on, but when you have the hood on, it feels like you're made to sweat or something. It's weird. It's probably because of the material. Because this is climate. And those are just classic, regular skull cap beanies. There we go. Can't lift my arms anymore. So you get after scrubbing all fucking day. And then try to fucking work out after. Bodybuilding by Holobic. I'll see you next time.